You probably think you know who this man is. You know the suit, you know the voice, you know the history books. 1961, Honolulu, Hawaii. A child is born to two people who, by all laws of probability, should never have met. His mother was a white teenager from the cornfields of Kansas. His father was a brilliant, intense student from a village in Kenya. They named him Barack, the Blessed One. But his childhood wasn't blessed with power or money. He didn't grow up in a mansion. He grew up eating rice and snake meat in Indonesia, waking up at 4 a.m. to study English. He was a complete outsider, and in America, outsiders don't usually become kings. It's August in the year 2000. The fine 39-year-old man lands at Los Angeles International Airport. He is tired, he is basically broke, and he has just lost a local election in Chicago by a humiliating landslide. He walks up to the rental car counter to get his vehicle. The cashier swipes his credit card. He has to beg a friend to help him pay. He finally makes it to the Democratic National Convention, hoping to network. But because he's a total nobody, he can't even get a floor pass. Security literally turns him away at the door of the VIP after parties. He flies home to Illinois, defeated. His political career is completely dead. By 2004, Obama decides to take one last, desperate gamble. He runs for the United States Senate. On paper, this was a joke. He was a skinny, mixed-race state senator with a funny name that sounded way too much like America's #1 public enemy at the time. The establishment laughed at him. But then, things started happening. Strange things. Things that felt like the universe was actively clearing a path for him. First, his main Democratic rival in the primary gets caught up in a massive, bizarre scandal involving his ex-wife, forcing him to drop out. Obama wins the primary. Then comes the general election. He is supposed to face Jack Ryan, a wealthy, handsome, unbeatable Republican star. But in a twist straight out of a Hollywood thriller, a judge unseals Ryan's confidential divorce records. The details are so wild and so scandalous that the Republican Party forces their own golden boy to quit the race. Obama's biggest threats literally vanished into thin air. He wins the Senate seat in a landslide. But being a junior senator doesn't make you president. He needed a microphone. July 2004. The Democratic Party needs someone to deliver the keynote address for John Kerry. They take a massive risk on the new kid from Illinois. Obama steps up to the podium. He has exactly 17 minutes on live television to introduce himself to 200 million Americans. He doesn't give a normal political speech. He delivers a masterclass in storytelling. He talks about his father from Kenya, his mother from Kansas. He completely dismantles the idea of red states and blue states. In 17 minutes, the energy in the room completely shifts. Veteran politicians in the crowd have tears in their eyes. News anchors on CNN and Fox are sitting in stunned silence. When he walks off that stage, the broke guy whose credit card was declined 4 years ago is suddenly the most famous politician in America. Fast forward to 2008. Obama announces he is running for president. But there's a massive problem. Her name is Hillary Clinton. The Clinton machine was considered unstoppable. They had all the money, all the superdelegates, and all the establishment backing. It was supposed to be a coronation. So, Obama's team does something brilliant. They ignore the traditional rulebook. While Clinton fights for the big, shiny states, Obama's campaign goes underground. They target the rural, overlooked areas. They use this brand new thing called social media and email lists to organize millions of small-dollar donations. They build a grassroots army that the Clinton campaign couldn't even see until it was too late. In Iowa, a state that is 90% white, the young black senator pulls off one of the biggest upsets in modern political history. The Clinton firewall shatters. He survives the primary. He faces John McCain. And on November 4th, 2008, the glitch was complete. Barack Hussein Obama, a man who 8 years prior couldn't even get a floor pass to a political party, stood in front of 250,000 people in Chicago's Grant Park as the president-elect of the United States. It proves one terrifying, beautiful fact about America. Power isn't always inherited. Sometimes, it's hijacked by whoever tells the best story. What historical glitch should we uncover next? Subscribe to Not Just Story to find out.